Hello, I'm Kyle. I'm the technical content developer at Maple Systems. Welcome to the Maple Systems video training series. In this video, I'm going to cover the different programs, special configurations, and communication configuration in MapleLogic. So you can either right-click on Program to start a new program, and hit New Program, or you can go to File, and then go down to New Program, or you can hit this button here, New Program. So I'm just going to hit this, and I'm going to go over the ladder diagram program here and special configuration as well as communication. Now first let's go over a scan program. A scan program will be your typical program. This is routinely being ran every so often, depending how long it is. So it does not get told to start or stop unless the switch on the PLC is in off mode or is powered off. So once the PLC is powered on, it starts to scan and it'll input and output constantly. To give you a better look, here's a diagram of the CPU process for the Maple PLCs. This is based on one scan. So first, it reads the input, then it executes the program, then it does a self-diagnosis, and finally, it refreshes the output. Subroutine is a manual scan. It does not run naturally on its own. It's what you call upon. Cold start initialization is used to buffer a value into data registers before the first scan program begins. So the process is cold start, scan program, and then whatever comes after the scan program. Hot start initialization is not recommended unless you are experienced with it. Make sure you're using the PLC during that specific time. Hot start is meant for an expected time frame. So if you know you're going to be down for, let's say, 2 hours, then I guess it's okay to use if you know you're going to be down for 2 hours. But if you go 2 hours and 1 second, you will lose all of your data. Periodic interrupts is another variation of a subroutine. It's another manual scan. It's not really being told by an input to turn on and off. It's being told by a time frame to turn on and off. So you would set it, for example, 10 milliseconds to 60 seconds, or let's say after 45 minutes, it'll run after that time. Let's go to special configuration. So the first option here is special card initialization. To give you an overall description of this program, the special card initialization program saves the setting values of a special card as a scan program and provides the stored information automatically when there is a special card replacement that requires resetting without any additional operations of connecting to the MapleLogic software. So even if you do not have the I/O card connected to the PLC, you can still configure the special card settings. And I do go over this in the next video in more detail. PID control, it has 32 loops, it has auto-tuning ability, and a trend view. So it converts the parameters to ladder diagram to manipulate easier after you have auto-tuned your PID. So you can auto-tune in ladder diagram. Now the Maple Modular and Maple Micro have built-in high-speed counter, and I'll cover this in a future video. And also built-in positioning. It's positioning or pulse output. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so the uptime is the same as the downtime. So positioning is built in, high-speed counter is built in, but pulse width modulation, you need an expansion module. And if you're familiar with pulse width modulation, the up and down are not the same, so it could be a 3-to-1 ratio or 2-to-3 ratio, so you're changing the width of the pulse. The I/O input filter program, this is a special program that configures the I/O for the Maple Modular. So you can choose which slot to configure, and it'll be up to 11 available slots. Alright, so communication configuration, serial protocol, or user protocol is RS-232 and RS-485 connection, and it could be used for something like barcode scanners. For the Maple Modular, it can communicate to any device that has Modbus capabilities. Ethernet protocol is a TCP user protocol. OPC UA server is for security. Security user /IP is used for OPC UA and web server settings. SFC, or sequential function chart, it allows for parallel processing. Normal ladder diagram does not allow this. Click scan and hit OK. This is all I'll be covering today. In the next video, I'll be going over hardware, I/O allocation, and going online with your PLC in MapleLogic. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.